live.
you are.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Right.
What? Hey, all I see is me.
We are live.
Frank took over the stream.
This is my stream now.
Oh, hell no.
MTGXP.
We'll put you down over there. All right. I swear this professional. I swear.
Totally a professional stream.
Welcome to GDS Conversations. I'm MTG. To my left, Captain Dark. To his left, Gal Rapunzel. To his left,
Hello.
we got special guest Pulse XP, aka the Grease, aka Frank.
The greasiest of fuckboys.
Wow.
How's it going there, Frank? How you doing?
It's going all right. How's everybody doing?
Yeah.
Shut up, Aho.
Doing good here. Wow, we're starting off without Reading with Crows.
Man.
Wow.
So, first things first, how was your stream today?
It was fun until Gall got there.
Damn. Damn,
Shut
we're
tight.
starting off. I was trying to be all nice here, but now we're this means war.
Gall, you already knew how this podcast was
Sick.
going to go. Solid
Oh, I
already
knew.
knew how this podcast was going to
I
go.
know.
It's Frank here. Come on.
All right, but anyway, the stream was fun. You know, Sark's pet choice for RA, magical popping. It's pretty smooth sailing game, so it's pretty fun. Having a good time with it.
Uh-huh.
How many Chivos you have left?
13, I think.
Pretty cool.
Why is it now not working?
Uh-oh, it's broken.
Wait,
Everything broke down.
It's
Everything breaks falls around.
poof.
swear to God.
Professional streamer here.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, it took me fucking 10 minutes to get my cam to turn on.
Yeah,
It's
you
just
stream
one
every
of
day
those
with that fucking
days.
thing.
Man.
What capture card do you use? You using a capture card. It said Avery Media, and I could tell.
I got the dual one where I can have two things hooked up at
I
once.
thought so. So the Avery Media Duo. The one
Yep.
with the like 2 inputs, 1 output, that shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love it, man. Like I can have my PS5 Switch, just click a button and it changes scenes. It's pretty sweet. I ain't got to unplug
Hell
nothing.
yeah.
Yeah, I had oh shit, I forgot what I got. I don't know, the Extreme. Oh, I forgot what. Yeah, Avery Media Extreme or something like that. I forgot what it's actually called. And then I got the Live Gamer HD2 and the Live Gamer 4K. One
Yes.
runs the consoles, one runs the camera.
Just put it this way, I'll never buy an Elgato one again.
I wasn't gonna buy one anyway. When I was looking that shit up, you know what? I was looking that shit up and I kept saying like everybody was having issues with Elgato. And of course, like 2 of the big players at the time that I was looking it up was Avery Media and Elgato. I mean, you had some other shits too. And I tried some of the other shits, but they were ass.
Dude,
The Avery Media one?
runs smooth. Real smooth.
Live Gamer Extreme. That's the name of that fucking thing. That's the one that runs on my PS3 though, because we all know for whatever reason the PS3 they put HDCP on the HDMI port, but not the component, which is fucking dumb.
Well, Frank, I think one question I guess I can put out there is what started you on the road to streaming? What was the thing that got you into, you know what, this is what I like, what got you interested in the venue to begin with?
A lot of my buddies, you guys know Epic Empire Mark.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jared, you've met Jared a couple times. He's came over to my house in Murphy. Them 3 all the time was like, you know, you're an idiot and you're funny about it and you have all these video games, so why not try out streaming? And I was like, and then next thing I knew, I was, you know, me, Mark, and Jared was co-streaming like Dark Souls, and then
Yep.
you know, here we are almost 7 years later. I'm still doing it.
And they still get at you that they're like, this was the stream that we began or whatever. Like sometimes they'll say that in the stream. I know.
I mean, Mark was definitely a big reason why I started streaming. He's not lying.
Definitely. And then from there, because I know sometimes there were different things, like kind of you were going with different directions or stuff. But then of course now you're a prolific retro streamer. I mean, people like across the way when they talk about Pulse XP, in any kind of circle, it's like, again, from the games you play and even now as being part of a challenge or stuff to try and get into the things that you are playing. What was it that was like got you on the path to thinking retro games? Because as you said, Dark Souls, different types of games with there. Where did retro fit into it?
The retro side of things, a lot of it started the same way. Like I was doing just random game series, and then I started streaming. I did a Final Fantasy marathon, kind of like Jard's, where I did 1 all the way through at the time. So it was just 1 through 13. And I met Secret Bonus Level, who helped inspire me to get to retro. Not enough credits. Helped inspire me to get to retro. And then Mark also, another, he started doing retro achievements before I did. And then he was like, "Oh, you'd like getting achievements on retro." So kind of them three kind of leaned me towards the retro direction, starting doing charity with DGDS and stuff. That's kind of how I lean towards the retro side of things.
Mm-hmm.
And,
in fact, go ahead. Sorry.
And when you were doing all this, like you started out with retro, you've been playing retro and all that. What continued you to do retro? Like, what made you stay with retro exactly? Was it doing the charity events? Was it because the people involved, or?
It's honestly the crowd I met and retro achievements.
Okay.
I mean, seriously, I'll tell you, like through my streaming journey, it's been like I'd get burnt out trying to figure out what the hell I was going to stream, and then as soon as I thought of of letting people pick my games for retro achievements, I haven't had a break in streaming since, because I finally found it, I guess.
Found that niche. I know a lot of people like, because of your wheel, like as myself, like I try to do it and stuff like that, and it does get difficult, believe it or not. Some of the shit people put on.
I'm on request number 79. And I'm 79, 78 for 79, because I ain't badged Magical Poppin' yet. But. So I haven't been stumped yet, so hopefully it doesn't happen, knock on wood.
Was Final Fantasy 9 on the wheel, or was that?
Yeah, that was a wheel game.
That was almost the one.
That was almost the one, but I pulled it out. Tales of Fantasia couldn't even stump me.
Nope. Fuck that set.
Where's your badge at, Dark? Where's your badge at?
But the thing is, for me, actually, it was watching you actually go through many of those games. Now Frank pretty much goes through a whole different type of stuff. But I remember when he was working on Super Metroid, back in the day. It seems like a long time ago by this point, but it really was only a couple of years or so ago. But he was going through it, and I was helping him out like with certain things, and I sat there and I was just like, wow, it was helping and watching Frank go through the things that was inspired me to go on my path into RA myself. So he very much is a catalyst for the kinds of things that I never saw myself doing. Because what was it, by the way, Frank? Like, have you always been like an achievement hunter in games that you do from Dark Souls onward, or was RA or those experiences kind of something that got you into the thing with it?
There's been like some of my favorite games that I played on like PlayStation and Xbox that I would get all the achievements for, but I've never been an achievement hunter. Seriously, getting that first Ninja Gaiden badge and seeing that icon is what was like, man, I want to badge more games.
Instead of that weird trophy or whatever.
Like seriously, it's why I don't care about Steam achievements. I don't care about X, but like if they had an icon for the game, like and a page for it, like RA did, I would care more. I did just get all the achievements for Assassin's Creed Origins, though. I mean, I platinumed some games and got all the achievements for some and stuff.
Mm-hmm. But it's just like, the same. I never really looked at it at first for like the longest time, and then, in fact, when a friend of ours, Max. I mean, whenever I watched him go through things, I was always like, God, this isn't for me. I mean, I just don't have like anywhere like the wherewithal with it. But then through time, it was just like, wow, I know these games and everything, and it was the same way. I was like, and the second I got like that Super Mario, for me, it was Super Mario World. That was the first one. Like I went and I saw that, and I was like, damn, I want more of those. Yeah, hopefully. I mean, so definitely with you there, man.
I think 90% of retro achievements is started because of Max.
Oh well, yeah.
One way or another.
As I like to call him, the number one hero of RA.
And
He's like the all might of RA.
I'm back, motherfucker. First of all, my badge got deleted multiple times, and I had to fucking come back, bitch. Second of all, Tales of Fantasia ain't as bad as playing that Barbie supermodel game.
Dude, hey, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this
Where's
right
the
now.
Barbie shirt at?
What? Shut the fuck up, Dark.
Get that fucking Barbie shirt on.
I ain't putting no Barbie shirt on.
Put the fucking Barbie shirt on. You wanna talk shit? You knew what happened to my Tales shit. I deleted one and then lost it, and then the save got fucking melted.
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
some bullshit.
It's pretty messed up, Dark, that you didn't show up for Lipton. Lipton's still upset about it. Still upset about it.
Bad Dark.
he said he felt weird being the reverse Oreo here.
Look, this is y'all's what, third one? You
Yep.
showed up for the two white guys. What the hell, man?
I know that looks bad.
It's because I'm black.
Lifted, we probably about the same damn skin color. Shut the fuck up. We both black as fuck, so shit. If we both were in the dark, we both come invisible. So I'm just saying.
Tails is getting a revision, so
Why? Who's doing that? Why?
because it ain't got a progression achievement for just beat the game.
You're probably gonna get it, Dark, if you already have that.
No,
You already went through it.
He deleted it.
He deleted the set again.
Well, no. I'm I'm still at 215. The first time I deleted the set, and then the second time I just lost my save. So I finally slowly. It took me a minute, but I caught back up to where I was.
Save? What are you guys doing?
No, it just fucking I do a lot on my computer, like a lot more than people would normally.
Pornhub, Chatterbait, OnlyFans.
Well, hold on now. We discussed this. I don't have to do none of that. I don't have to have none of that on my computer. Let's say that. In my drive is a different story. No, I'm kidding. But
that's what a cell phone's for.
Cell phones are, come on now. I got 3 beautiful screens right here. Why fuck use a cell phone?
Dark's just disappointed.
I can have 3 different levels here. You get what I'm saying?
3 different asses per monitor. Fucking
there you go. Let's see. Yeah, I'm at 215 still, and I finally caught back up to where I was in the game.
So then nothing else. I mean, you'll get it. It's just a beat of the game, Chivo.
Well, I gotta do one thing because I don't have the grotto achievement, even though I finished the grotto and have all the monsters for it. I actually need to get that badge. I need to do the request, and I ain't done the request, but I'm gonna get my badge since this motherfucker want to keep talking shit.
Look, I'm just trying to inspire you, Dark.
That's not inspiring.
But before you interrupt me, I was gonna say I really enjoyed Tales of Fantasia. It was fun.
It's a good game. It is. You know what? If you're just playing the game with minus all the RA bullshit, the game itself is fucking good and it's fun. It's one of the better Tales.
It was fun. I enjoyed.
I mean, definitely watching. It stands up very well as a PS1 game.
That started out as a Super Nintendo game.
Yep. Got ported to a remake to a PlayStation 1, and then I'm thinking of Destiny next. Never mind. But yeah, this one got remade into PS1. Well, it got multiple ports because it's like on iOS too. So
Well, it's on
Mm.
PSP as well. Tales of Fantasia.
Yeah, so
And-
PSP, it's on iOS,
Game Boy Advance.
Game Boy. No, they can't. No, hell no. That version is that's the worst.
well,
That version is ass.
on the PSP one, they add another character to it.
Yeah, but that one's better than the Game Boy Advance one. Have you seen that one?
Nope.
No, I haven't seen it.
Dude, it's trash. It's like it's the graphics don't even just graphics alone don't even hold up to the PlayStation one. Obviously, I mean it's the Game Boy Advance, but you got good looking Game Boy Advance games. We ain't about to shit on the GBA because there's some good looking GBA games, but the way they ported Tales over the GBA, it is ass. It looks worse than
a lot of the good looking GBA games were the end of the life ones, like Astro Boy and shit like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that was fun. I remember Astro Boy.
So, okay,
Yeah.
going through RA, and you got your groove going on right now. What seems to be like your favorite console to be doing for RA?
I mean, my favorite console to do for RA.
Would you rather stick with like NES achievements, Super Nintendo achievements?
See, I like the variety of the different consoles, and I don't like all the variety of like all the miscellaneous stuff they do. Like they just came out. What the hell's that Japanese knockoff console that they just released on RA? Like
Uzu.
the Stick-a-Buck or whatever the hell it's called.
The what?
Stick. Wow.
But I mean,
I love the way you pronounce stuff.
I enjoy anything
Stick-a-buck.
that NES, Super Nintendo, PlayStation, PS2.
Oh yeah, PS2 has been a boon.
Yeah.
It's like,
Sega's fine.
I'm a Barbie girl.
Oh, you've done quite a bit Genesis games, haven't you?
I've done some. I wouldn't say a lot, but I've done some.
What was your hardest set?
wow. It's a good one.
Was it Sonic CD?
Mm,
I see Sonic CD on your shirt. I mean, it's not necessarily Sonic. Oh, it is Sonic CD. Yeah, it
is.
yeah, it is. It is. Sonic
It
CD.
is.
But Dark, you got to remember, if I badge a game, I let somebody pick a T-shirt for me to buy for the game I badge. That's kind of like one of my things on RA.
Did Jaeger ever send you
Yeah,
Tales?
I have a Tales
Okay.
of Fantasia shirt. Yep.
A toughest game.
could've
That's an
fucking wore
interesting.
that over there.
I should have wore the
CD.
Tales of
Dude.
Fantasia shirt for fucking the podcast.
Yes, you should have, because wearing that
Yeah.
Sonic CD shirt makes me hurt for you. That
Well-
was a grind to
man.
watch you do.
I mean, that's definitely in the top 3 hardest sets I've done. I would say the Ninja Gaiden bonus set's probably the hardest one.
Ooh, yeah,
I mean-
that was a tough one.
Was
I mean, even though I know Ninja Gaiden so well, that made me learn a lot of new stuff on Ninja Gaiden.
was Sonic City really that hard, or was it just because the achievements were popping that made it?
Oh, well, it wouldn't have taken so long if I thank God for Will Height stepping in and fixing the achievement set for me.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, the speed runs were by far some of the hardest achievements I've done, and each speed run was worth 10 points.
Oh
Like
god.
There were some
Yeah.
speed runs you could get first try, and then there were some that took you fucking 35, 40 tries, and all of them were 10 points.
Mm.
I can tell you what, that's the music. The music. I'm glad the music in Sonic City was actually pretty decent, because that shit would have got hella annoying.
Mike Tyson Punch Out was another one, like Ryan said down there.
Yeah.
It was
Hey,
it was up there.
yeah, that's
Knocking
a
out
hard game.
KOing Tyson. is
Yeah, that's probably
definitely
the
one of
most. That's probably the most excited I've seen you get.
Yep.
getting in a while. I was right there with you, man. I
What?
saw you knocked him out. I was like, shit. I screamed too.
I was just like, stay the fuck down.
Watching you do that, then watching Throg do it, I was just like, there ain't no fucking way I can do this. I ain't got the dexterity.
Look, it took Sark a week to KO Tyson.
Really?
Wow.
Ooh,
Well, it's worth 100 points. No
Yeah.
kidding. It definitely is worth every
oh,
single
then
one
that's
of those
worth
points.
it. Then, yeah. But see if I know I see y'all do, like when y'all doing RA, it's a lot of 5-pointers and shit like that.
Mhm.
And then I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like 5 points? You have to do all that shit for 5 fucking points?
Yeah.
So no, just
Not even just that. With PS2 sets, they've been doing like 1, 2, or 3 points.
Man,
why?
I tell you what, there are some 5-point achievements on PS2 that I would like to just freaking I just want to write the dev like, bro, did you do this? Like there was one on Spyro, the Spyro game I did that was worth 5 points, and I'm just like, bruh, like what am I doing wrong? Is there like a different way of doing this? Because I was stuck on it for so long, and it was 5 points.
I know I have to redo I think it's one of the Spyro games for PS2 because I ended up beating the game because like now I can't go back to do damages. I'm like, what the actual fuck? So now I have to like replay the whole game again just to get back to the end to do damages.
Yep. That and those sets are hard. Like if you were ever gonna do like Nightmare on Elm Street when you were doing it,
Yeah.
like there's not unlimited continues on that game. So I'm gonna do that, by the way, eventually. That's that's gonna be a community challenge game.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street, yep.
Ooh, that's gonna be interesting.
I was gonna try to badge it first, then put it on your wheel, but it's taken me a long ass time.
It's all right. I'd accept it. It's one of those challenging games that it's one that I want to badge.
It's a salsa set.
That says it all.
I'm working on a salsa set right now, but it's one of her better sets. I mean, Magical Poppin's cool.
Yeah, well, she also did the roll chance sets, and I always remember those notoriously.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I've done a lot of salsa sets. I've done Contra 1, I've done Contra 2, Contra Hardcore.
She did a lot of shmup sets. So like I was thinking of doing a Gradius set sometime down the road. So I saw that she did. I was like not surprised. I'm like, yep, she did quite a bit of them for the site. And I love Gradius 3, so hopefully that'll carry me through all the pain I know I'm gonna get.
Fox, you need to badge Einhander. You talk about it so much.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Einhander, bro. Do y'all like understand how hard that fucking game is?
Oh, dude,
I've never played.
It's
it's
rough.
a hard game. That's no
Fucking-
joke.
That's one of the hardest games on, if not the hardest game on PS1. It's
Yeah.
fucking
let me tell you.
brutal.
You know what's funny, Frank? Can take a guess what company made Einhander? You'll never wonder which one did it.
It's
It's
not.
a
yeah.
shmup. You'll never guess what.
Yes,
what
yeah, I
team
guess
did it.
so.
Well, we need the Jeopardy theme.
Oh, Square made it.
Yeah,
Yep.
thanks, Ryan. I'm gonna ban you. Now.
Ryan, what the
Well,
hell?
you already know he's
Jesus.
gotta ruin everything.
Spoiler.
And by the way, he knew it only
made
because
Einhander.
someone said it in chat. But anyway, but yeah, Square did it. It was that, which is interesting considering, they were usually for RPGs. That just shows around the '90s what they were capable of. It's a good game. It's just really hard.
Yes.
Like-
It's a little overkill for.
I love the music too. It's probably one of my favorite soundtracks for a shmup. Actually,
Oh yeah, they got.
I'm not kidding. It's really a banger. It's a
Huh.
really good one.
Somebody should challenge Ash to that. He likes those rail shooters and shmups like crazy.
And there's
Be
like
nice.
49
See?
achievements on here too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Fox. There you go. There you go, Fox. There's the person to go after for on
Yeah.
that.
Idle knives. Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
If you were gonna hit somebody with it, who would for sure take it on? It'd probably be Zash.
He
Knives gave up.
Well,
Oh,
there you go. If it's Ash does that tells you all you need to know.
Oh no, Frank's gonna do it too. Somebody put it on his wheel, he'll do it. He ain't gonna have a choice.
I don't know. I don't allow shmups on my wheel.
Oh, you don't so you allow RPGs, but you don't allow shmups.
Well, the reason for shmups is because you got to fucking constantly pay attention to your screen.
mhm.
And I know you
I
suck
mean-
at it, but that's more entertaining to watch.
Bruh, I'll go to sip my beer and fucking get blasted out the sky. You know, like I ain't.
And
trying to
you
do all that.
probably would. Watch you
What
fucking
about-
trying to grind on tails alone while getting slapped like that was funny as hell. So let alone playing a shmup.
20 wheel spins every time he dies.
Right.
God damn it.
Come in. Shot. Bam.
What about how about Umihara, Frank? Does that
Umi-
rank up there or not so much?
Umihara ranks up there, especially Shun, the one that I haven't even finished yet.
Oh, wait, what's
man,
Umihara? I don't know about that one.
You don't.
I was doing Shun alongside of Sark and Ivanos, but like they left me in their dust when I left for work, and fucking I'd come home and Sark and Nev would be, you know, Sark and Nev. They fucking
Mhm.
Oh
They're
yeah, they
they're
got it.
on.
Tell Dark, Frank, what's Umihara Kawase? tell Dark about it.
It's the Dora Explorer game you see me play, Dark. The
The
girl with the
backpack
backpack and
and the
the bungee
bungee
cord.
cord.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's what oh, I didn't know what the fuck that shit was.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's Umihara Kawase. It is one of the most technical games for you to learn.
Yes.
Bro, somebody
There's
get-
just so much technical gameplay in it. Like if like you can beat the game easily, but if you want to badge it for, and it's not even that RA made a hard set. It's basically just getting every exit.
Yeah.
Knowing which store to take.
Well, there's just so, like the 3 backpack stages, the notorious one for
Oh yeah, I remember.
Kawase. Now in Shun, they have way harder challenges than just a 3 backpack. There's this one where there's like spikes, and you got about a hole this big to get the little Dora the Explorer chick in, and you have to slide at the correct angle and then let go and fucking fly through and land on a platform. It's insane, and that's not even
Dude,
the hardest level.
That sounds annoying.
It's very, very hard.
I remember watching you do it, and I'm just sitting there like, oh my god, why does this community hate him so?
It easily has to be one of the hardest platformers I've ever watched someone play.
Mm-hmm. Sad thing, Bajo, it's on my channel, so I'd be the one spinning the wheel.
To be
it's-
fair, I don't hate Frank. I
he-
just
he-
like to
he-
watch him
yeah.
suffer.
A lot of people do.
It's my own fault, you know. I know what I'm getting myself into, and I enjoy it. Like, I might get mad here and there, but I'll figure it out. It'll happen.
I've constantly asked you at times, like, would you continue doing the wheel with the stuff going on and everything? Like, what keeps you engaged with that? Is it just the challenge, Frank? Like, just being able to tell someone, hey, you tried to beat me and you win? Like, what is it that keeps you from losing your mind about it sometimes? I just wonder how much you put up with what you get.
I just can't let anybody in my community be the first one to defeat me. I can't allow it. Can't allow it.
I see that.
I mean, if I were to quit Sonic CD, you think Lexi would have let me live that down?
Oh god, no.
No.
Hell no.
The answer is no.
Especially after she badged it?
She's the one that put it on your wheel, isn't she?
Yeah.
Wait,
I thought so.
wait. Who badged it first? You or Lexi?
Lexi did.
Yep.
'Cause I know she didn't badge it first. Like,
She's
Sorry.
now a world record holder in the fucking game.
really?
She's
Yeah, on the
is
new
she?
one that just came out on the Switch, yeah.
Nice. I watched her. I sat there and watched her speed run. I think a couple days ago, or maybe it was last night. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
last night she got a couple world records.
Yeah, she's
Nice.
fucking. She's a fucking beast at the game. She really is.
Yeah.
All
You
right.
love Sonic CD.
Got to get it Lexi on here eventually. Then
All things Sonic.
everything Sonic. Sonic Boom.
No, because sometimes
Hell
I wonder.
no. They did, man. What the fuck is Sonic Boom? Like, I know what it is. Don't answer that. Why does Sonic Boom exist? Is my question.
I don't know why that theme song. It's only the American version that the Sonic Boom's on.
Are
That
you
it's
talking
just
about
like
the
sound-
song?
It was just us.
Dark, or the cartoon? 'Cause I know that there's
Cartoon
a
is
whole thing.
so ass. Look what they did to Knuckles. They made Knuckles fucking retarded. He is not dumb. Knuckles is smart.
That was no, but that was the joke for so many years. Dark. They would do the thing like they would make Knuckles look like an idiot every like game, and I was like, why did the developers not like Knuckles? Why do they keep doing this to him? Because he's, every time like that was a running gag for a number of years until recently. Now they walked away from that, but that was like a constant like meme.
But I like Knuckles. I'm a Knuckles fan. I was always a Knuckles fan.
A lot of
I'm a
people are Knuckles fans.
I'm a Sonic and Knuckles fan because I always like both of them. And then
Yeah, I
Shadow
love
came
Sonic
along. I
3.
liked him. Well, Shadow came along too, but Shadow turned out to be ass. They stopped doing stuff with him. He should have been better than he is. Anyway,
Yeah.
they made Knuckles fucking dumb in Sonic Boom, and I'm like, what the hell is this? Like,
It was a meme.
And he was a true challenge to Sonic. I mean, like,
Yeah.
Yeah. He in Sonic 3, he fucking he gave him a nice little uppercut when he came out there. No, he turned
Floored
into
him.
Supersonic, came up, he turned into Supersonic, came onto the land and got uppercutted by Knuckles.
It was fun to play as him. I liked him as a character. Like when I was playing Sonic 3 and Knuckles, he was fun to play.
Yes.
That actually was a
And
good.
then if you play the
That was a good hack. The Sonic 2 hack where you can play as
Oh
Knuckles.
yeah, when he's which you would never think, and actually it works out rather well. Funny enough.
what's the name? They Sonic Battle. Sonic Battle. I don't know if y'all
Yeah.
played this on the Game Boy Advance.
Never played
No.
Sonic Battle.
Okay,
Nah,
Sonic
I
Battle.
don't
It's
recall.
a fighting game basically. It's a fighting adventure game, and they kind of
Mhm.
go through and like you fight different characters, fight Emerald and all this other shit. And Knuckles is one of the playable characters. I mean, most of the characters actually in there are playable. So you got like Rouge, Knuckles, Amy, Sonic, Shadow, and Knuckles were my two favorite characters to always play as. They are like OP as fuck, but Knuckles and his destructive power is ridiculous in Sonic battles. So just
Oh, yeah.
seeing how they did my boy in Sonic Boom pissed me off. I was like, hell no.
It's Sonic. Sonic Team always finds a way to do things.
They allow you to do some crazy shit with their games, make all kinds of hacks, unlike Nintendo, but then fuck it up with some bullshit TV series like that.
What do you have to say? You were about to say something, Frank. Sorry about that.
I was just saying I was gonna reply to Fox down there. He said I'm not part of the conversation. I'm like, it's Sonic. Seriously, before Sonic CD, I have
Mhm.
not played a Sonic game since Sonic 3 on Sega when I was a kid.
Yeah, that was the one I played the most myself too. So I'm right. That was probably the big one.
Sonic,
So like
Sonic 2.
Sonic
all
2.
these newer Sonic
Yeah,
games,
tattoo.
I own a lot of them. Like I have a bunch on the Wii and the GameCube and the Switch, and I've never played them.
Always
Oh,
fun.
that actually got me to. Oh, sorry, Solid.
I was gonna say I find it funny that a lot of people are like, why are they always releasing Mega Man? They do the same shit with Sonic. Like,
Yeah. Yep. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Heck, they just remade like Sonic 1, 2, 3, and Sonic CD where Amy's a playable character and like Knuckles is playable characters in them. So they sold people the same games by adding 2 new characters to it.
Yep.
Mega Man, they need to. Yeah, I am kind of tired of seeing the remakes of Mega Man. I want them to release Legends 3. They got all this money to remake the fucking original, but I know somebody out there in that damn developer team, who was it? Capcom got Legends 3 somewhere hidden, and they need to
It's-
release that shit.
I mean, I would play Legends.
Well,
I mean, they need to release X.
well, the rumor has it is that their next game will be another Mega Man X, is what people say, but you never know with Capcom.
Yeah, pretty much.
I-
I'd love an X9, but I don't know
Just
if that's going to be in
not
the
not like
Are you sure you'd like an X9? You
right.
sure hate 7, 8. You sure hate 7 and 8. So.
6, 7, 8.
And 6.
Well, I don't hate 8. I just don't remember it. It's been so many years since I played it. The 7, I'm just bored. Like 7, I really just don't have. Like I don't get pissed off. 6, 6 it brings me to such a fiery level that few games do. Like that game.
This will be our
pissed me
first
off so
intermission.
much.
Okay, so wait, what's up with 6? What's up with 6? Because like I said, I don't play many Mega Man games. I know about them, obviously. Come on, but I don't play. Shut up. I didn't play the X series. How about that? I played the original ones, but I never played the X series. So what is it about 6 that makes you so fucking fired up?
Well, I mean, the thing is, X6 has great music, and it has, you on the surface, it's basically the same form as X4 and X5. Frank, stop your hand thing over there. It's disgusting. And what ends up happening is that basically it's the control, Dark. The control of a lot of times when you're doing button inputs, sometimes the game will like you'll press like forward maybe a little or stuff. It'll think that you're dashing, and so sometimes you'll run into enemies like a few times. There's a lot of enemy placement that's questionable, that a lot of times you have to go through and stuff, and it's just a slog to get through. Sometimes it's better off like just getting hit and using your invincibility frames to get through stages, because if you're taking time, it's just really annoying to get through certain enemies. Then they have a certain mechanic where you have to save certain reploids in order to get certain upgrades. But there are certain enemies that if they latch onto those reploids, they can kill them, and then you can't get the upgrade ever. And this can happen off screen or barely off to the side where you can get to them sometimes. And once that happens, you don't get it. You have to reset the game and reload your save if you have a chance of doing that. And there are some parts later on in the game that you can't traverse with certain characters unless you have the upgrade. So if you, for some reason, let's say, went through the game, didn't know what upgrade you needed, and you got there, you can have a dead game. And yeah, you basically have to go over and do it again. And then there are some there's Blaze Heatnik's level. You know what? I'm gonna stop talking about this game because it's really freaking irritating me.
Dark, see what you did? Dark.
Here, you want Gall rant number 2? Gall, explain to everybody why Symphony of the Night is one of the worst Metroidvanias.
Oh, Frank, please.
And that's all the time we have. Thank you for hanging out, everybody.
Good night, everybody. No,
Damn.
but I love Symphony of the Night. I could play that all the time. That's one of my favorite games of all time. And Frank's just like looking out the side, like, here we go. Yeah.
Now you got Ryan going.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot Ryan's as passionate about it as Gall is.
Yeah, well, but he uses Soul Steel for like everything. So like, he's just use Soul Steel.
I would pay money to watch Ryan do the RA set for it, where you don't get to use any of the OP weapons, and you gotta do like everything with the weapon Schmelly chooses for you to use.
Oh yeah, the what is it? The turfing.
And the red rust. You gotta use the red rust for a couple fucking boss fights too.
Oh god, that was. Look, I love challenges, but the red rust is something else because there are certain times where it could just whiff.
Yep.
That was just like really.
And especially when you're fighting freaking doppelganger, freaking.
Oh yeah.
You can't afford for it to miss.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Infamous, stop with about Mario Sunshine, please.
Mario Sunshine is a good game. What? Why?
Dude, Mario Sunshine's one of my favorite Marios.
I mean,
it's mine too.
Look, when you're playing through Sunshine regularly and just getting through the game, it's fine. But if you're going through to get every single shine sprite in the game, that's when it goes into the level of, I mean, some stages that it can really make you lose your sanity.
Okay, but what about Odyssey? Odyssey,
that's the nicest I can put it.
Odyssey, you got to find more stars. You got to find more.
You got to find all those fucking moons in Odyssey.
Yeah, the moons. My bad.
No, but you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that in Sunshine though. Like you just need to get through the stages. Like you can't. Like you don't have a choice which ones you can go. Like get like 64 others. Like you have to play those stages through when you're going through the worlds or whatever. The thing is, if you're going through normally through the game, it's fine because you just have to beat Shadow Mario, I think, the few times, and then you can get to Corona Mountain. But like, if you're going for like, say, what's the name of that? The watermelon contest stage, where you have to like carefully move it down the stage or whatever, or you have that pachinko level.
There are
things like that. It's just, and then at the end, and guess what? At the end, when you get everything, you get every single shine sprite. Guess how the game rewards you? What does the game give you for doing?
I actually don't remember shit.
You want me to tell you?
Brain arrows rim?
A postcard.
Well,
it says thank you for playing.
All right,
now, hold on now.
All right, to be fair, in Pokemon games, what do you get? You'd have to buy a fucking printer just for them to print out a certificate that said you got every Pokemon.
And then
that was your reward for Pokemon.
In Super Mario 64, you don't get shit either.
You get
Yoshi.
Mario
64,
no, you get Yoshi.
No, you go up to get Yoshi. Yoshi gives you 100 lives. Whoop de damn do. And then if you do the backflip, you get invincibility with the star.
But it's at least
that is nothing.
But at least gives you something you can do in the game.
You can't do shit with it though. Like you got to restart the damn game.
But it's still something of gameplay significance.
No, it's not. You don't get to do. The only thing that's of gameplay significance is the 100
Can we get
lives
a
or
ban on
99 lives.
Infamous? God damn it!
Look, you have all the power here, Solid. I'm just saying.
I know.
This is your show. You can just get rid of him right now. Just bam.
Frank,
Well-
what is your favorite? 'Cause we're all talking about games we hate and shit. What's your favorite game?
What's my fit? I kind of go by console on my favorite game. So like, if it was like NES, it's Ninja Gaiden 1, of course. Everybody.
Okay, PS1 because it's one of my all-time favorites.
PS1 favorite game. Probably Final Fantasy 9.
That's a good one.
Even after
All
the
right,
jump
that's-
rope?
Love 9.
Probably Final Fantasy 9.
Well, if you
That's
we're
really
just talking about playing the game, not
Okay.
the set.
Yeah. Just playing.
Just playing. Okay.
Yeah, not
If we're
for
talking
sets,
about like
just
your favorite
games.
sets, that'd be a different story. But just like if you wanted to sit down, turn on the PlayStation 1, what game would you pop in? And if he said Final Fantasy 9, Solid, what would be yours for PS1?
Metal Gear, obviously.
I'm guessing Metal Gear Solid.
That's like I just said.
Oh,
Metal Gear,
I
like
did hear you. I heard
Well,
it cut out.
Yeah, cut out. That's why. Yeah,
Metal Gear Solid. Yeah.
I'm assuming Gauls would be Symphony of the Night,
it would be.
Yes.
and mine is not a Tails. Surprisingly, for somebody even jumps in to try to cut me.
Wow.
Now that's
Breaking
a shocker.
news. Breaking news.
Let me guess. Star Ocean 2.
It is going to be Star Ocean 2. If I had to boot up the PlayStation 1, yeah, it's going to be Star Ocean 2 all day.
Yep.
Good choice.
Yep.
PS1
just-
was a really good console.
It is. It's
Star Ocean 2 is fantastic, by the way. But
so
Yeah.
you've actually played it.
yeah, I played Star Ocean 2.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I love Star Ocean 2. I love Star Ocean 2, and I love the fact because that was actually the first RPG I ever played. But I'm excited that they are coming out with a remake of the game. It's kind of like between a remake and a remaster. They're like remaking the backgrounds, but the sprites are the same. But they also remade the magic and sun. Like the battle system is a little different, so it's kind of like it's like a little mixture. I'm excited either fucking way, and I'm excited they didn't just do like they did for Star Ocean 1, which is limited to PS1 and Switch. I'm glad everybody's getting it. Well, I guess except Xbox. But everybody else is getting it. PC specifically is what I was happy about.
They're remaking a little bit everything, and most consoles are getting all the stuff that they never had before. So
one of them I hope they remake is I keep saying this is Rogue Galaxy. I really hope they remake that.
Oh, that would be interesting.
I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired of all the remakes.
yeah,
I get it.
I'm with you, but
I get it, but some of these are my favorite games. That's why I'm not tired of those. But other games that like really don't need to be remade can sit the fuck down. Seriously.
When the PS6 comes out and whatever they call the Xbox, they'll make another copy of Skyrim.
Oh yeah, always. Yeah.
You will always have another copy of Skyrim, and it's like, why don't you just come out with a new Elder Scrolls game already?
They said they're like 4 years away from coming out with Elder Scrolls. They're doing it like Rockstar, unfortunately. But I'm getting tired of Skyrim is a fantastic game. It's fucking good, but bro, this shit is annoying that all y'all doing is boosting the graphics of Skyrim.
Just like
come on.
GTA 5. GTA
Yeah.
5.
Yeah, same with GTA 5. That came out on what, PS3?
Yeah.
And this shit still like, come on, y'all could have been had 6 or maybe 7 out by this point, and y'all still just milking it. But they like Rockstar came out and said it though. They're just fucking milking it because they
Online.
spent what $500 million on making the game. They had damn near $1 billion in revenue on the first year, and then it's an online service now, so they've made their money 10 times over by now.
Yeah.
On 5. So I guess if I was them as a business, I probably wouldn't want to bring out 6 either. But as a consumer, like, come on, bring this shit out.
Well, you don't want situations like Cyberpunk had. I mean, Cyberpunk is a great game, and you couldn't see it at the start because the game wasn't ready for launch.
Yeah, they rushed that out. I have to agree with that. They rushed it out a little too fast, but it is a good game overall. But they did rush it out too fast.
It just got slack at the beginning of it because it wasn't ready for. And the developers even said that. They even said that they were forced to release it, so they did. Fuck
yeah, it wasn't nowhere near ready. And but the head honcho said bring it
Yep.
out because it's been too long,
No,
basically. And,
No Man's Sky was just like that also.
Yep, No Man's Sky was the same way.
oh
and
man, No
people
Man's
love No
Sky
Man's
was
Sky.
bad though. It was bad. And then
Ark.
I heard most of the fucking planets were barren. Like you didn't
Yep.
have shit to do. But and then the developers just went hella silent. But then they pop back up and boom, there you go. They
Ark
pop back
was
up
another
and
one. So many games recently they've been rushing out because so many fans want these games out right then and there. Then they want to bitch about it not being complete.
game not ready. Trash. Yeah. Of course
Well,
it's trash.
Well, big developers set a freaking. They're like, it's going to be launched on this date, and that's generally what happens. It comes out on that day.
I
Well,
think
Yep.
If it gets pushed back, there's going to be some firings.
I mean,
I think
Cyberpunk, they
people should
pushed it
start
back
doing
3
the thing.
times.
Yep.
Yeah, I think what they should start doing. Hey, coming either coming this year or coming soon. That's what they used to do back in the day. Coming soon.
Right.
They never put a date. I mean, some games did have a date, but they didn't never really put a date on.
Well, they kind of do that now, though. Still, they kind of a lot of times what they'll do is they'll put December or January of the following year just to give you an idea that we're hoping the game comes out this year, but we'll see on the date, and then
Right.
they'll update it.
They'll even do
I
like
thought-
quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4
Q,
release.
yeah, they could do that. Q, I read that. Just something like vague. Give us a vague idea when the game is coming, but don't tell us when it's coming because when it comes out and it's trash, it's gonna be a problem. Like Final Fantasy VII. What's the next one? Rebirth. Rebirth is I think is due out Q1 of 2024, or actually January of 2024 is what it said. So it's due out next year of 2024. That's good enough. But if it comes out sooner or December, because I think that's originally what it was. It was like December 2023, and then they pushed it to January 2024. So if they do something like that, then you don't get people's hopes up. Because a lot of people have, a lot of us now got short attention spans. So motherfuckers ain't really paying attention to shit like that. So if they can do that
True
and
that.
then just push the date as they need to, that's better than just releasing it because we said so.
I don't know about go ahead, Frank.
They just shouldn't listen to the fans and put
Exactly.
the game out when it's done.
That too.
Well, I mean,
'Cause
just release
in the
what
end,
they
they're
want.
going to enjoy it. In the end, they're going to enjoy it more when it's done than when it's not ready yet. Anyway, you're going to get less bitching
True.
and more people happy.
Yeah.
What's that one game that came that was talked about years ago? Lost Soul Aside. That motherfucker. It was one developer doing it, and then Sony started helping the guy, right? And it was supposed to be out a couple years, and then they said they're going to delay it, and they left it at that. And then I think we got like snippets here and there, and I think we just recently got another snippet of Lost Soul Aside, but they didn't give after that first time they didn't give an official date. The game looks like it's going to be dope if it ever fucking comes out because they've been working on that shit for
There's a
few
lot of
years.
games that stay in its beta state ever since like they started with betas. I mean, literally leave that beta title on it forever now. Like you'll be playing a game for 6 years and it'll still be in beta.
Beta. Yeah, this is the beta game. Bro, just get what the fuck you mean the beta game? Come on now. They'll never update it after that too. They'll be like, yeah, it's still an open beta.
Yeah,
Bro,
it's still
the
an
game
open
is
beta.
done. The game's done. Fuck out of here.
We got a raid coming in.
Ooh,
shit.
raid.
For like 3 years. Baldur's Gate 3 was in early release for like 3 years.
3 years.
See,
Yeah.
that's
True that.
that's exactly what they do nowadays.
Heard that's pretty good,
Everything's a
too.
beta. Everything's a beta.
Her Baldur's Gate's pretty good. I haven't played it yet. I have it. I just haven't played it yet.
I'm sure it's great. Most Baldur's Gate games are.
All right.
Well, considering
So
the first thing I saw when I hopped on Twitter was like 2 trolls fucking each other, and then the characters got into a fight. Because the lady troll was pissed. She's
What?
like, yeah.
what kind of Twitter do you be looking at?
I follow other gamers, and somebody posted a clip of what they saw on Twitter or what they saw on Baldur's Gate 3. But they said Baldur's Gate you can fuck a bear. So I mean, there's
What?
that. Yeah.
So
That was from the devs.
Super Troopers to heart.
That was
Fucker.
that was from the devs themselves. They said, yeah, you can fuck this bear. I think it's actually a druid that turns into a bear, but you're still getting that bear dussy. So
Where's that mute button? All right, at this point, hold on. Oh, stop. We're switching over. We're changing scenes. Gal, Dark. Good fucking lord.
I didn't even do anything. I was just hanging over here.
Yeah, but you're laughing too hard.
We don't need to be talking about bestiality shit.
Well,
God damn it, Dark.
This is expected. I'm bound to bring up anything.
All right, we'll be back. Switching on over to Cal and Dark with sports and entertainment.
Get yourselves a drink.
Why, hello there, everyone. Galax here with your regular dose of sports events. As we wait the return of Solid and Boob XP on the podcast, let us take a look at the sport that Frank is the biggest fan of, football. Otherwise known in America as soccer, because apparently the sport that is more associated with actual kicking isn't worthy of the name. Go figure. Hey, don't look at me like that. It's true. That sport has 5% of plays in a typical game that involves kicking stuff. Might not like it, but facts are facts, all right? Now let's get to it. After a frantic schedule full of drama, excitement, and fixture congestion, FC Cincinnati find themselves in an unfamiliar spot. A 16-day break between scheduled matches. The orange and blue, that's Gators colors. Interesting. Didn't know Frank was a fan of the Gators too. Will not be back in action until August 20th, when they travel to Columbus, Ohio to take on the Crew in the return match of Hell is Real. In the ensuing weeks of league play, combined with their run in the 2023 Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup, FC Cincinnati will face a flurry of challenges as they continue to battle for multiple trophies down the stretch. They will resume training Thursday, giving players a well-deserved 5-day break, while still having over a week of preparation time for the run of play that awaits them. The grueling stretch includes 3 games in 6 days and 5 games in 13 days before having an off week for the MLS calendar. God. Are they going to have any breaks at all? That's a lot of training. The Philadelphia Union, already short their leader in goal contributions, and their captain could ill afford to lose top scorer Julian Carranza in the 81st minute while chasing a winner against Querétaro FC in the League's Cup quarterfinals. But that's exactly what happened. After leading for the 10th minute to the 65th off a goal from midfielder Jesus Bueno, Philadelphia suddenly found themselves dangerously close to penalty kicks. A proverbial toss-up, heading towards the final whistle. Enter Chris Donovan, the 68th overall pick in the 2022 MLS Super Draft, out of Philadelphia's Drexel University, who was waived before ascending in MLS Next Pro. In true Philly underdog style, Donovan seized his moment. In the 11th minute of the second half stoppage time, the speedy striker made great use of teammate Kai Wagner's service into the box and smashed home Friday night's 2-1 winner at Subaru Park, sending the Union to the League's Cup semifinals, where they'll host Lionel Messi and Inter Miami CF on Tuesday morning. While making it to the semifinals of a 47-team tournament is quite the accomplishment in its own right, particularly when 3 out of 4 of those teams will receive a bid to next year's CONCACAF Champions Cup. The chance to play for a spot in the final on Tuesday is extra special this time around. Pretty interesting indeed. Speaking of Lionel Messi, he wasn't going to let Friday night's League's Cup quarterfinal match end without finding his way onto the score sheet. Inter Miami CF superstar forward capped a 4-0 rout of Charlotte FC at DRV PNK Stadium, sending his new team to the semifinals. Picked out by striker Leo Campagna, Messi made no mistake with a comfortable left foot finish in the 86th minute, followed up by a Joseph Martinez penalty kick, Robert Tyler Talley, and an Adelson Malanda own goal. Messi, with 8 goals in the League's Cup, now stands alone as the competition's Golden Boot leader. Yeah, that was the inspiration for Frank having a boot, don't you know? It's that Golden Boot leader. He's also scored in all 5 games since his Hollywood-esque debut on July 21st. Messi's transcendent impact has Miami 2 wins away from their first ever trophy. Stay tuned for that. And finally, Nashville SC sure looked like potential champions while laying a 5-0 beatdown on 10-man Minnesota United FC to book a semifinal spot, the furthest that they've gone in any competition during their 4-year MLS history. The dream of lifting a trophy is certainly on the mind of them, and while Nashville were ruthless Friday night, the Loons did themselves a little favor. Specifically, defender DJ Taylor saw a straight red card from referee Juan Calderon in the 34th minute for his hit on Jacob Scheffelberg. The floodgates opened soon after, with a few goals over the next 20 minutes, all finding the back of the net. And up next, they will move on to the semifinals to see for their championship cup spot. That is your overview of the latest in football action. I leave you with "Oh Captain, My Captain Dark" and his lube, as we sign out from the worldwide leader in all things Grease and Dancing Queens. Take it away, Dark.
Why lube though? What the fuck?
Oh man.
Got fucked over with that bullshit. I didn't plan today, so we're just gonna talk about remakes and how many there are. You know what? There is a lot of remakes coming out today. Or 2023. I call 2023 the year of the remakes. You got I had a cramp in my foot. You got basically you might as well say Final Fantasy IX is being remade. We're not. Come on, we know this. Final Fantasy IX is being remade. What's some other remakes that are coming out? We know Star Ocean is being remade. There's a few of them. What other games?
Oh damn. That's a
holy
whole list of
shit.
different ones
Yeah,
happening.
I'm about to look it up. Remake games that are coming out. Remake games 2023. All right, there you go. You got Silent Hill 2. Forgot about that. But
Oh,
Final
yes.
Fantasy 7. Yeah, Silent Hill 2, Star Ocean. Oh yeah, Prince of Persia. KOTOR.
Wow.
Yeah, KOTOR is being remade. Silent Hill 2. We know Alone in the Dark is being remade. Max Payne 1 and 2 is being remade.
Jeez.
Gothic. What the hell is Gothic? Never played Gothic, but apparently it's being remade. Gothic 1 is being remade. Yeah, Prince of Persia is having a complete remake. Looks like it's supposed to come out in 2023. KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic is coming out. Splinter Cell remake. Oh, I didn't know about that one.
That's crazy.
Advance Wars. I remember this one. Advance Wars 1 and 2 is coming out. You know what? I love that game on the Game Boy Advance. That shit was fun as hell. Looks like 2. I never played any Front Mission games, so I don't know. I don't even think. Oh, I know a big one for a lot of fans. Super Mario RPG is being remade.
That's true. I did hear about that.
Yeah, you got Persona 3 being remade. Front Mission. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Lollipop Chainsaw is being remade, dude. Oh shit, I forgot about that. We know that's Persona 3, Silent Hill 2, Knights of the Old Splinter Cell, Prince of Persia. Oh, that shit look good. Look at that. Dragon Quest 3. It does not have an official date, but that is being remade. That's kind of what, isn't that? No, it was Octopath that started the hype of HD 2D remake, HD 2D graphics. After Square did that, everybody else started to follow. And I'm kind of glad that Square did it, because holy hell, do these fucking old games look good. They get to keep the sprites and everything, and you basically kind of like upgrade the backgrounds and stuff like that. You must be no, don't fall for it. The Witcher apparently is getting a remake.
What?
Oh, yeah, it looks like The Witcher's being built upon Unreal Engine 5 by Fool's Theory. Metal Gear Snake Eater. What is that? 3? Metal Gear Solid 3. So you got Snake Eater being remade too. So there's a lot of fucking games that are coming back out in 2023.
That is just crazy. I mean,
all right.
Whenever you want.
Yeah.
All right, let's bring Pulse back in here.
I was talking about your soccer, Frank. Oh, he's
there. No, there he goes. He's showing up on the stream, but not in Discord, which is weird.
He's on Discord for me.
I see him.
I don't what
Hi, I'm
no,
back, Bajo. Shut your fucking mouth.
I don't know what that was about.
Yeah.
Can we get a vote for a new person to interview? Shit. We haven't really interviewed this person.
Look, will you do me a favor, Solid, and time Matt out for 10 minutes?
Um, where's that button at?
To be fair, we haven't interviewed Frank. We've just been shooting the shit with him.
This happens. This happens every time I'm on a podcast.
Yeah.
Do you not remember when he was on Buds?
All we
But
did
we-
was shoot the shit on that one too.
All we were doing was having a drinking contest. That's all we did.
Yeah, that's true.
And boy, did that go that go.
Speaking of
right
which-
places.
Yeah, I had to tell him how I felt about us.
There you go,
about
Frank. That's for you, buddy.
I got one myself, sir. Oh, yeah.
Lager.
Yingling.
Got my I ain't on camera, but I got my tequila and pink lemonade.
Bud don't even remember that episode. Dude,
Yeah, I
dude,
understand.
we were all literally taking drinks out of bottles that day. We all had a bottle of some kind of
Is it
liquor,
cut out for
drinking it
anybody?
out the bottle.
Yeah.
So, only thing that comes out of PA, I mean, yeah, that is true. The
Yeah,
best thing to come out
right.
of PA, yeah.
Yingling's all they have. I mean, they got the shitty Steelers, the shitty Pirates, the shitty Penguins. I mean,
Don't forget the. Oh shit, they have another team, I think. Hockey team. Oh yeah, you already said Pitt.
yeah, I said the Penguins.
What is that, hockey?
City
Yeah,
Walk.
Yeah.
City Walk. There you go.
It's Pittsburgh. It's Pittsburgh, not Pittsburgh. It's Pittsburgh.
Oh,
Yeah, but the Flyers are in Philadelphia.
Yeah,
Totally different area.
because we would have said the Eagles also, or the Phillies.
He's here.
City of Champions.
I mean, he's not wrong. They do win a lot of fucking titles. But I hate to say that, except the Pirates. The Pirates were the ones that
Yeah, wasn't that the one that they were having the bunch of losing seasons?
well, I mean, the Pirates have been bad forever.
Well,
Yeah.
except for that one season when Andrew McCutcheon was like balling out of control.
MVP.
Yeah.
He was almost the MVP that year. Yep. He's back on the team now, by the way. He's
It-
back with the Pirates.
Maybe they might get decent again.
Always a
They
possibility.
started off the season in first place, and then they fell off. Traded everybody again. They traded everybody away. Gotta love baseball.
Mm-hmm.
You start losing, blow it up.
Oh, I remember when that happened after that's the big story down here with the Marlins, those couple
Well,
of championship years
The
where they
Marlins
had
won the
fire
World
sales.
Series and then traded everybody. They're just
Right.
like, we know that we're not going to be able to re-sign everyone, so we got what we wanted
You
out of
just
them.
sell everybody. Yeah.
Bye.
Man, let me tell you, there's a bunch of people down here who are still smarted over those instances. Let me tell you.
The year that the Marlins beat the Yankees in the World Series was crazy. There was
Oh, dude, I
there
watched
was
that whole
no
thing. That was a
reason
crazy season.
The Marlins should have beat that Yankees team.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched that. That was probably the one year that was the biggest year to be a baseball fan around there. I enjoyed that so much watching that happen.
That was the Steve Bartman year, wasn't it? Where that guy fucking jumped up, grabbed the ball, and it made the Cubs fucking lose. The Cubs were up like 8-2.
Yes.
They were going to eliminate the Marlins. Then that happened
The eighth run, eighth inning.
in Game 7.
Steve
Game
Bartman.
7.
Dude.
Or was it Game
No,
6? It
That
might
was
have been
game six.
Game
It was game
six.
6. And it was involving a catch that Moises Alou was
Yeah,
trying
Moises
to get,
Alou.
and Mr. Bartman took the ball in there or what have you. They had to escort him out of
Oh, he
Wrigley Field. Like
He had
they
to move
like
out
a
of
whole thing over him.
Chicago.
Yeah, they had like a whole thing over him. They showed like when they had to escort him out, and dude, like he had like a whole. I think they had like a blanket over him, like as they were like having through because people were like throwing shit at him. It was like, damn.
sent him into witness protection and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah, there was a 30 for 30 on him.
I'm sure now they're less salty about it considering they've won
They-
a championship.
Well, they
since then,
invited
but
they invited
still.
him back for that parade.
Yeah.
Yeah. About time they let it go.
Mhm. Like they wanted him to be on the float and everything.
I don't know if there was lifted, actually. I know they did 30 for 30s on different things. I don't know if they did one on
Yeah,
Bartman.
they did.
They did?
They did one on the Steve Bartman situation. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
They-
didn't know that.
There was like a lot of sports like documentaries about that. Like,
I just remember seeing it live when they had to take him out of there.
mhm.
But yeah, it was 8 runs in that one inning.
With 2
And
outs.
Just and it just came out of nowhere. It's just like, wow.
It really makes you believe. It made people believe that curse of the Cubs was real.
Yeah,
Because-
it did.
Mhm.
And it was over a fucking goat. They made a goat leave the stadium. A lady with a goat, and that was the curse that was put on the
Or something
Yeah,
I-
if you hear the story, it's actually kind of funny when it's like, yeah, they said that the goat's smelling left, and he's like, the Cubs won't win anymore, or whatever. And I was just like, really? That's the
What?
story?
Yeah.
Was
yeah.
it Cubs or Red Sox that had to do with the freaking swirl in stadium, like interrupting the gameplay flow of gameplay? Then they blamed the squirrel for making them lose.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Wasn't that the Browns and Broncos?
No,
the
it
squirrel
was
game.
it was actually during a baseball game, like during a wild card game.
Because there is a squirrel game also in the NFL in a playoff game. It's actually with the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos.
Interesting.
A Tough Time Machine, another great movie. So many great sports moments, then so many.
Look, the best ever was when Randy Johnson wound up and threw a 100-mile-an-hour fastball and he hit that fucking pigeon, fucking flying in the stadium. That thing just
Oh
exploded.
man, I remember that.
All you saw was feathers. That's all you saw. What the?
I remember that. It's like, shit. Always birds.
Always birds.
Heck, I remember one time they were doing I don't watch golf, but I remember they on ESPN they were doing one of the replays of like different things going on, and they did. I don't know if it was the Masters or something, but they showed someone almost getting a hole in one. Like there was like an island with where the hole was, and the ball got over there, and then a seagull just landed on the thing and just kept poking at the bird and just and then pushed it into the water, and then the guy just like when they showed him, it's like he's there like, well, like it's like, yep. I guess just one of those moments. Birds.
Favorite baseball memory comes November 1st.
Yeah, it's probably the end of the season is what
Probably.
I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Because
Well, November 1st, that's when.
All right, so Frank, we know that you love all those revisions and everything that devs do for RA. You love talking your shit about devs. Some devs.
Wink.
How would you feel about getting in a boxing ring with the dev right now?
Getting in
Oh,
a boxing ring with Gall?
Damn.
To do what? What are we boxing over?
Sign me up.
All right,
Oh,
let's get it
God,
going.
Is this Frank Marciano?
I don't know. I just grab the picture.
who the fuck says you get to be Marciano?
I would get to be Marciano.
That didn't answer the question. Because I would get to be Marciano.
Because Gall probably doesn't even know who Marciano is.
Oh,
I've heard the name.
what? You don't know who Marciano is?
He's one of the only undefeated. He's one of the only undefeated boxers ever in the sport of boxing.
49
Good thing.
fights. He beat Joe Louis. Well, Joe Louis was old, but he still beat him nonetheless. Can't take credit from that. And Joe Louis is one of the Joe Louis is a motherfucker. He is a hard puncher. A hard puncher. That dude was playing. But he was a fighter in the 1940s through 1955 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So dude was a monster in the ring.
Badass. Yeah, let me tell you, in real life, this would never happen. I'd be like laying on the sofa in the back or whatever. I'm like not a fighter at all about this. And
All right,
I mean, given
Look, just tell me why. What you told me for 2 months that Crusader of Sinti was not getting a revision. You were just cheat protecting it. What happened, and why did that happen, Gall?
funny enough, Well, I mean, we're in a boxing situation, so I can't really be explaining so much. I have to be like, look, it needed it, Frank. It just needed the extra attention, okay?
Okay. Look, from an outside source, I would like to know why you vote yes on everything.
I would know who it is that we're talking about with that. If it's a good plan, why should I not support it?
So every plan on retro achievements is a good plan.
I mean, they're devs, Frank. They know their shit, you know?
Okay. But another question I must ask. Why do you guys get to vote on games that you've never played before?
Because I didn't see there being a rule saying that we needed it. There's no rule that says you have to. It just has to be, if someone puts forth a plan and you ask questions about it and they, put forward exactly the things that make sense to you, you vote yes. See? It's so simple. You're making such complications, Frank. You need to be simple.
No. No, I think I'm making valid points, and you're just like, oh, because I'm part of RA, I get to vote yes, and you just deal with me voting yes because I'm a dev. That's what I'm here.
Wow, someone's popping here.
And now we have it. They're developers, and they know more than we do.
I didn't say we knew more.
You heard it here, folks.
I didn't say
you
that.
heard it here.
Someone putting words in my mouth. I do not appreciate this.
Developers
Zach,
know better.
What's all this screaming? I don't know, Zash.
All right. Well, I won this boxing match clearly. Gall done lost his words. He can't
I didn't lose it. I just explained it. Just because the crowd doesn't want to listen, I don't give a shit. You can all.
I hit him with the right hook, and all he says is, "Developers know better."
I didn't say that. So you don't win just by putting words in my mouth, sir.
At least it's only words he's putting in your mouth.
Oh my god!
Oh my! Wow. This went south quickly.
Of course it went south.
Do we need to go back to the animals, the bears? Do we need to go back to the bears?
No,
well, that's what I'm saying. See, I'm wrong with what I say. He comes in with that shit.
It started because of Dark.
No. Because of Lifted. Lifted came in was talking about Baldur's Gate 3, so you got to blame him on that one.
Why do you want me to blame the black guy?
Because I'm the black guy and you blaming me as well.
Oh.
There's that black on black crime. Tell you what.
All right.
He had a good question, but he asked it in a pulse way. No, Frank never he comes in full bard.
Look, he literally basically said because he's a developer. Right, Fox? That's basically what he said. Developers basically know better.
No.
You didn't say those exact words, but you said something of the sorts.
Oh, he's saying you implied it.
Exactly.
Oh, of course.
Exactly.
The implied.
It's not your fault, Go. You came into the system. You came into the system. It's not your fault. You're one of the newer. Well, you're not a newer dev, but you know what I mean. You haven't been on the site for years.
I've been around. Wow, we're coming up on 1 year as being a dev. That's crazy to think about.
As long as you don't touch nothing I'm playing, we ain't got no problems.
He doesn't have to. Somebody else will.
Right.
No, I know. Every time I like fucking hear y'all or I come in one of y'all streams, it's like fucking dev did a fucking revision. It's like fucking bullshit revision. Got to do this dumbass shit now because gotta get the revision badge.
I think
what the fuck is going? I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Well,
I always get a rant.
There's times you'll badge a game, and you're like, there's nothing else they can add to this, and then you get a revision a month later with 45 new achievements, and you're just like, how?
I don't know.
I've seen that.
I don't know how many times I badged game and there's like a new 40 plus revision. I think half the games I badge have gotten revisions since I badged them.
That's the way it goes.
I've seen it. Like I've seen what was Mario 64.
Yeah,
was one of them with Donkey Kong.
Bud's favorite revision is Mario 64.
I see a disappearing kid.
Yeah, it's my shadow.
Ah.
The kid that has to be up my butt 24/7.
Oh, hey, Fee.
Me.
Hello. Our newest.
Lauren, will you please come get him?
Aw.
Okay.
Oh,
Go
Bad
see
Frank.
your mom wants
Hello,
to
little
show you.
guy.
Go see what your mom wants. You hear her? She's yelling for you.
you know what's up? It's like, nah, that's some bullshit.
Ah, man.
I mean, to be fair, Bud's already got the hardest coin achievement done, so he needs to just finish it. After getting Lethal Lava Land, all them coins, you might as well just wrap it up. As Lifted likes to say, wrap it up, B.
Wrap it up. You always wrap it up.
So, other than RA,
That's retro achievements. Been making you hate your favorite game since what, 2000. When did RA come out?
2012.
That's what I thought. 2012.
The first
I
set.
almost said 1992.
I was about to say, well, damn.
That's quite a long time.
Yeah.
No, the first set was Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yep.
November of 2012.
That's why Scott came back and helped do a revision for it. Right? Because it was
Sonic had a
was-
revision? I don't think it did.
I thought it did.
Sonic one?
yes, I was doing RA on AOL. Like the site ain't slow enough already. Could you
Oh
imagine
God,
on
that,
AOL?
that shit would be horrible.
AOL 3.0.
I mean, to be fair, I think there were hiccups or stuff, but I've been finding pages actually loading quicker
Yeah.
of late.
They're doing a great job.
I mean, let me
Now
do
can-
shout outs to the tech team. They're really trying to add new aspects to the site running, so I give them props for that.
Can we get our fucking
Imagine
API
you're
back?
doing a hard ass Chivo on AOL and somebody picks up the phone.
AOL. Yeah, that would be pain.
You finish what you're supposed to do. Somebody picks up the phone.
You just turn your face looking over. God damn it.
It's bad.
Welcome, you got a new revision. Welcome. It's not you got mail, it's new revision.
You got a new Chivo.
You've got right.
You got more shit to do.
It would be kind of like when when Frank sometimes would be streaming, sometimes it would get slowed down, and it'd be because what is it? I think it was little Frankie would have something downloading, and he'd be like, "Are you downloading something?"
That was on my old internet. He can
Yeah.
download now.
Yeah, now it's no big deal.
Now
But,
he ain't.
yeah.
He ain't
I remember.
What
I'm gonna
internet
fuck it
did you
up.
fucking have?
I had Spectrum, and it was
Oh,
good.
no,
It just
no,
wasn't
there-
good
no,
enough.
No, it wasn't. Don't even lie.
Now I have Cincinnati Bell fiber optics, so I'm good now. I got that
Yeah,
fiber life.
that
Fiber
fiber.
life.
Yeah, you know what's up.
Mhm.
Fiber.
I'm about
I
to
don't-
upgrade to 5 gigs.
For
Jesus
what?
Christ, I have 1 gig.
I got 2.5 right now. That's my
What?
speed.
What the hell do you need 2.5 gigs of internet
Right.
for?
Like, what?
Captain Dark is like on his throne, and he's looking down, like, yeah.
Y'all need to
Motherfucker-
understand
motherfucker's
like
trying to
how
run a
much porn is
college.
on the internet. I need every damn gig for that.
He's trying to run a college. A small college could fucking have internet at his house.
Like seriously though. Half of the internet would be like from my computer, and the other half would be from my media server. For everybody else that wants to get on that shit, and where they're
Oh.
not bogging down my personal computer, because I'm gonna buy like a NUC, and then just run my media server off of that. Because I got like my mama and my grandma. Oh no, I lied. Not my grandma. My mama, my sisters, my baby mama. All of them will be on my media server, and it can take a bandwidth away from my computer. And it does. I mean, 2.5 gigs. Honestly, it's more than enough. It doesn't really bother anything.
Yeah,
But
I would.
I want
say.
them over there, so they're not stealing my computer resources and my bandwidth. That way they can use the other NUC, and then the other half is like for the flex.
Well, ours is kind of set up that way now. We got half on our box down here at my computer and half for the rest of the house.
It's only me and my daughter here, so I ain't got to worry about nobody else.
What?
Well, I had Spectrum. I had Spectrum for a long time.
Spectrum sucks. sucks so bad.
It
God.
sucks.
You're
ass.
telling
It
me.
was like, dude, it was. I remember I was doing the Tales series, and I think I had just got done with Tales of Destiny, and I said fuck this, I'm not streaming anymore. Or Tales of Eternity is what it's called. But I had just got done with that, and I said, man, fuck this, I'm not streaming no more. Because it was one night I booted it up and I dropped 10,000. Hey, nice. I had dropped
Ooh.
10,000 frames in a matter of minutes.
10,000.
10,000 in a matter of minutes. 10,000 network frames, and I said, "Fuck them. I'm not using them." Mind you, I had like 300 up and down. Nobody was using the internet at home, so I was like, "What the fuck? Why am I dropping this many frames?" I called them. They gave me some bullshit excuse.
Yep.
Said, "Oh, we sent the new signal and connected it to this." And I was like, "All right, whatever." Booted it back up, dropped the instant 5,000. I said, "No, fuck this. I'm just not gonna stream no more." So
Yeah, that shit happened to me till we switched internet. And then what's funny is about a week into Phi Optics, it started happening again. Called them 2 seconds later, they had it all fixed.
see, and I had I was actually at my baby mama's house at the time, and AT&T was just happened to be walking around, and I always make fun of Bud because Bud is, as far as like our state goes, he lives in a nicer area than I do, but AT&T happened to fix up my area, which is still considered the hood. And they knocked on her door, and I was like, oh, they was like, yeah, we're offering fiber. And now normally AT&T in my area is offering that coaxial hybrid bullshit, which is coaxial fiber quotes there. It's still ass nonetheless. So, and they were only offering up to like 20 megabytes a second. It wasn't, it was shit. So, but when they said, I was like, all right, what's your speeds? And it was like a gig up and down. And they were offering it for like $50 a month at the time. And I was like, hell yeah. So I went ahead, had them come hook that shit up at my house, turned on the stream. I had everybody else in the house using the internet. I said, oh yeah, we good. Once I got with it, I ain't never left them. I'm not leaving them. Never leaving them just because of how good they've been. And anytime I've had trouble, which only been like 3 times, and I've had it probably about 5-6 years now. Anytime I've had trouble, which like I said is rare, they fixed it just like that. Call them, boom, done.
Yep.
But Spectrum is ass. Fuck them. Fuck them.
Their customer service is the worst. It's just a terrible. That's why seriously, Spectrum has been, since I've lived in this area, has been like at least 10 different companies have bought it. I can't. It used to be Time Warner Cable. Then it was like something
Bright
else.
House. It was
And
Bright
then
House.
Yeah, Bright House. It was.
Oh wait, no, it was Time Warner. Wasn't it Roadrunner first, or was it Time Warner first?
I can't remember.
It was like
Oh, maybe Time
AOL,
It's been a lot of
Roadrunner,
different names. A lot of
AOL.
different.
Oh yeah, you're right. AOL, Roadrunner, Time Warner, Bright
Broadband.
House, a Broadband, Bright House, and then Spectrum.
See, our last one was Time Warner, then it went to Spectrum. We didn't have Bright House.
It was it was Bright House here. It was Bright House here for years after Roadrunner and AOL, and then that's when they went to Spectrum.
I don't even think we can get Comcast here in
Yeah.
Kentucky.
We can't get Comcast here.
Why not? Is it because of that bullshit thing that they do? They can't. If you're in one area, you can't. Yeah, there's like some
Monopoly type shit. Yeah.
Well,
There is
it's
some kind-
locally. It's
There is some
locally
kind
what
of
puts in.
there is some kind of satellite internet you can get, but like if you're on your satellite at the same time, it's gonna fuck up your internet. So like, why would you want to do that?
Direct TV.
Oh yeah, Direct TV. We had that shit one time. It rained or snowed, and the internet, the TV's gone. I was like, man,
Yep.
like why? Why is this a thing?
Look, I swear to God, every time Kentucky's playing to go to the Final Four, it storms, and I can't watch the end of the game because I have Direct TV right now, and fucking my satellite. The wind starts blowing too hard. The satellite connection is going out. You can believe that for at least 10, 15 minutes.
I can't with that kind of shit. That shit
Well,
irks me.
now they have a new feature where you can take it out of HD and it'll still work. So
it's just an HD signal that's ass.
Yep. Now
I mean that's fine, I guess.
and then as soon as it fixes, it'll change right back to HD. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, at least you don't lose it completely.
Yep.
Right.
My
You just have to hit a button.
I don't pay for cable anymore. Like I said, I watch YouTube, I'm watching somebody on Twitch, or I got my media server playing. Because I got a bunch of shit fucking on there that I can watch, and it's like, oh, whatever. The only thing that affects me is when like my transformer likes to blow up, and my transformer is literally in the backyard. I mean, it's in an alleyway in like city property, but it's still behind my house. That fucking thing blows up, and it's loud as hell. It goes, and if it fell to the ground one time. It's funny because it fell to the ground, and it turned all like a whole big ass area. All it was like we got one of those rock alleys. Turned all that shit to lava.
Oh God.
Yeah, that shit turned to lava. Power company had to come out. Fire department had to come out, put the spark out. Power company had to cut off. Our power's when that transformer goes out, that's half of the block right there. So half my street goes without power, and then the other half has power. Fucking dumb, but whatever. That's the only thing that affects me, nonetheless.
It's like that here too. Like we have a transformer behind us over there, and then there's one over there. We're on the one over there, but this side of the neighborhood's on that side. So if this one gets hit, we'll lose power, and this side of our street will, and the other street will have fucking power still.
I don't understand that. They need to fix that. Like I understand it, but I'm just saying they need to have like redundant backup power.
Might cost too much.
I swear to God, last year every thunderstorm we had knocked our power out. I swear.
Mine did too.
I'm just like, this is fucking ridiculous, especially in the summertime. You know, when it's storming, it's fucking hot as fuck outside.
It's hot as fuck. It's humid as hell, so it's muggy. Everybody gets all sticky. You ain't got no AC to cool off. Hell no.
The only time you don't want to be checking your balls.
I'd still check my balls.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Anyway,
gonna have that ball stank.
Look, calm down, Golf. God.
I need to get a generator. This shit happens way too often that I just need to get a generator.
It's a mouthfeel.
Oh, shut your fucking whore mouth, man.
So back to the streaming and all that. What? Now you're like in the middle of what, 7 years now streaming?
I'm on like 6.5.
6.5.
6.5, something like that.
And about what, 4 or 5 just doing RA.
Yep.
Out of the whole time,
year 3, I started doing RA.
Out of the whole time you've been doing this, what's been your favorite moment, like on stream?
Like what part of streaming's my favorite moment, or
no,
what's
like
been my
your favorite like stream that you've ever done? Like, holy shit, I've done GreaseCon, I've done Sapfest, whatever the hell you want to call it with Trash.
It was CuntCon. It's definitely all the get-togethers, man. It's fun, you know, seeing all the different streamers here in my home, streaming from my stuff, and you know, see you get to see that a lot of them are the same people they are on stream. Actually, just about every single one of them act the same way as they do outside of streaming, which is kind of funny. Because most of the time, people are always like, all people that stream have a certain persona, and they don't really act like that. You know, our group of people act exactly the fucking same as when they hit their go live button, and I've always respected that about all of them. Even Bud's still the same old goofy little hobbit.
I mean, what was Bud as short as he thought he was, or is he shorter?
Well, Bud's a normal sized. I mean, seriously.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. He's even a little above average. But
no, he's not.
When he walks into a home full of 6-footers, you know, every single person except Bud's over 6 foot tall. I just said that he's above average sized. I just said that.
Dude is fucking short. Quit capping.
He's not that short.
Short.
Wow. Careful, Mike. You might get timed out.
Mike said extra height for average height for a woman.
Oh.
Wow.
Damn.
Anyway.
Kept looking for Peter Jackson hiding somewhere with the camera.
To be funny, Purse is actually shorter than Bud. Just think about that. Purse is short.
Mm-hmm.
I keep forgetting about Purse. I don't see him as much.
He only streams on Fridays now.
We are taking viewer questions also. Try to keep it clean, people.
Yeah, Bajo. Keep it clean.
This all shit went to shit as soon as we hit live, so.
I mean, that's how it always is. So
You wanted me to be here, so
look. I always have a great time on podcasts, but I just feel like I don't know. It's what you get with me. Nothing's ever professional.
Frank, what's your funniest moments on your stream? That's from Knocker.
Funniest moments on stream. I mean, everybody's favorite funny moment is when Traz slapped me, of course. I mean, everybody's still gets a fucking kick out of it for some reason. 4 years later,
you
like
know what?
people redeem that shit on his stream. Like like as soon as I come in there, 3 people click, 3 slaps, and Traz has now 6 different variations of me getting slapped.
You know what? I was wondering before I knew, I always knew you, but I didn't know you, and I was like, ain't no fucking way he just let Trash slap him. Then once I got to know you, I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Well, to be fair, like he asked at first, he was like, "I'm gonna make it a charity incentive if they meet this." I don't think he ever meant to slap me that hard. We were already pretty drunk, and I was like, "Yeah, I don't care, whatever you, sure." I never thought he was gonna, full fledged open hand, fucking wing back, fucking wham.
It was the drunkenness that kind of.
But I did agree to it, so I wasn't gonna get mad about it. It hurt, but it is what it is. Whatever. I've been hit way harder than that in my life. I mean, come on, I got hit in the back with a fucking baseball bat one time.
ooh,
Oh God,
I didn't know that. Wow.
So, but yeah, that was funny. Let's see. I mean, I've had some pretty dumb experiences with the charity stuff. I had to eat a dog biscuit. That was fucking terrible. That was pretty funny.
Oh, I remember that. You also did beans. You also
Man,
did beans.
I ate 100 of them fucking Bean Boozled beans at once.
Oh, dude.
I
remember. I
And
remember.
I said if we met the goal, I would take the rest of the beans I had left and I'd eat them. And I did that.
Yeah.
That was fucking terrible.
Yeah,
I
that's as
watched
terrible as
Sally
it
eat
was.
that shit, but let alone 100 of them at once. Hell no.
Bro, it was
Yeah.
terrible. Like there's just so many different flavors going on in your mouth. You just don't even know what you're gagging over anymore.
So overwhelmed.
You're just
Yeah,
like,
that sounds.
All right. Dalcow asks, what game was your most favorite game that you had a badge? And what was your most hated game to badge? I remember the dog biscuit.
Yes.
the game I
What?
hated the most to badge. I mean, probably Final Fantasy IX because it actually caused damage. I had this nice little swift blister on my hand
Oh,
doing Final Fantasy IX, and I had to literally put a sock on my hand to finish the
I
achievement.
remember.
Was it the jump rope?
No, it was the hippo race.
The hippo race.
Ah,
It's stupid.
I put the hippo race on my joysticks. I put the L and R. So I was sitting there doing that, Dark, and I rubbed it so many times so hard it rubbed the skin off my hand.
that better have been one hell of a callus after you were done.
I bet.
Oh, dude.
Like seriously, it was fucking like just the whole center of my hand was fucking gone.
I'd rank probably another worse moment was when you were doing trying to get Ethan on the train.
Yeah.
Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible 64. There's this part, if you've ever played Mission Impossible 64, where you're just a sniper and you're guarding Ethan, and you can't let him get hit. And these people will walk up to you and they'll go to like hand you their cell phone or like hand you a tissue, or they'll pull a gun out and shoot him. So
What the fuck?
yeah, so there's plenty of times you're like, oh, this guy's gonna shoot him. You shoot him, and they were just trying to offer him like a piece of candy or something. And then finally, the time I did it, it was funny. Like I'm screaming at Ethan, "Get the fuck on the train!" Because he's like missing the door and shit. And I'm screaming like just because it was the last achievement I had left. Mission Impossible probably is the worst game I had to badge for sure.
Oh
All right,
man, I
all right.
remember that experience. Thank God. He would like, "Thank you, God," and I was like, "No shit."
It's really hard for me to say what my favorite game was to badge because I have a
I'm-
lot of
I'm sure it's
a lot
Ninja
of good
Gaiden.
experiences. Well, Ninja Gaiden fucking was nothing. Like the regular badge is probably one of the easier badges you can get. It's super easy.
Except for 6-2. Fuck that part.
Let me think. Let me think. My favorite badge. It was probably FF9 when I finally got it done. I mean, seriously, it took fucking. It was a meme in my channel for what, 2 years?
Yeah.
A good year at least.
So yeah, probably finally popping that final achievement and having the badge on the page. And what was awesome is I secretly did it. And what's funny is like people bring up RA and look at everybody else's RA stuff. And it was Bud, ironically enough, as he's scrolling through looking at my badges. And he's like, "You badge FF9, Frank?" And I was like, obviously I did. It's right there.
Crazy Knocker wants to know which one is better, jalapeno popper cheese puffs or the scorpion cheese?
Oh, the jalapeno popper cheese puffs. Wow, Bud actually remembers him doing that.
Yeah.
I know, that's amazing.
Frank, this comes up all the time, and I'm sure there are plenty in the chat who want to know. What is your opinion on music?
I could think about. I think there's about 1,000 things I would rather do in a day than listen to music.
But why is your general opinion about music that there? I was curious. Like, was it just that it was never a part of things like that? Like, I'm just curious.
I enjoy video game music and some anime music.
Mm-hmm.
Just I don't know. I just never listened to music. I was always either
Ah.
watching cartoons or sports or listening to ESPN and stuff. So I never listened to music, and I just never have.
Mm.
I mean, I listen to music sometimes, like when I'm in the car with Lauren and stuff. Of course, music's on.
What's her favorite kind of music? What the types that she typically listens to?
She listens to everything. All right, like she still has a mixed CD from back in college, and literally there's every type of fucking music on that CD.
Ooh.
All right.
Mixtapes.
What game do you absolutely refuse to badge, no matter what? I mean, shmups, it seemed like.
No, I wouldn't say shmups. Shmups are fine. It's just I just don't think it would be good to stream a shmup because of I stop, do fucking 35 wheel spins, and then I unpause the game and get shot.
All right.
So that's kind of why I don't do shmups. But I would say definitely it would be puzzle. I fucking despise puzzle games.
Solstice.
I did one for freaking Bajo. I did fucking The Adventures of Lolo.
Solo.
And like Lemmings, like Lipton
Lemmings.
was just. I would fucking never,
Yeah,
ever badge
Fucking
Lemmings.
names. Favorite game to badge? We already asked that one. What's your favorite JRPG?
My favorite JRPG.
Mhm. Don't be hating on Lolo.
Can I give like 5?
Okay, we'll say top 5.
All right. Shadow Hearts for sure is there.
Phoenix.
Phoenix. Fucking
Phoenix.
love Shadow Hearts. Kadelka is part of that series. Love Kadelka. Freaking Final Fantasy 9, Final Fantasy 7. Hell, fuck, I hate to say this. I'd probably put Tales of Fantasia up there now.
Ooh.
I really enjoy Tales of Fantasia.
Hey,
Don't let Chardmonk hear you say that.
hell yeah. Dude, he fucking
Actually, you know what?
hates
Let him hear
Tales of
it.
He hates. Only reason he hates. He doesn't hate Tales of Fantasia. What he hates is the final boss. He hates Deus, because you go through that entire castle, you don't really get any refills, or no, actually
Yeah.
don't get any refills or anything. So by the time you get to Deus, especially if you're just playing the game, you have nothing in
Sure.
your inventory. No gels, no revives, nothing. No panacea bottles. You don't have shit. So when you go to fight Deus and you got 3 forms, which you know.
All right.
You got 3 forms to fight. You got to fight all 3 of them back to back with no heal. So if your party member, your healer, dies, you're fucked.
Okay, but he was doing the game on normal, right?
He was doing the game on normal.
There's no reason why you should never have him locked in a combo. He shouldn't even be able to move.
Right.
Shouldn't even
Hard
need
mode,
the-
you can have him locked in a combo too, but it's just harder, obviously, because
Well,
Deus
well,
is a
hard
bitch
mode.
with
once
the Deus
once
laser.
I figured out how, because I didn't use the combo counters and that shit. The only time I did was for the final fight. Once I learned the button combinations for everything, man, that motherfucker couldn't get out the corner if he wanted to.
No, that's all you got. It's all you got to do with Deus. He's one of the easiest boss in the Tale series.
Well, yeah, because
to unlock.
yeah.
My
Seriously, you want to know the hardest boss in the game to me? Though, seriously, the
Pluto.
hardest was the 2 fucking golems at the beginning.
Really?
Oh, the twin goal.
Dude, they whooped my ass like 3 times, and I was like, bruh. And then the only other thing I really struggled with was doing the fucking solo ninja fights
Yeah.
for a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I beat Lilith my second try, and I beat Pluto my second try.
Actually,
Which ain't
So-
bad. 'Cause
Lilith-
Lilith was a bitch.
yeah, Lilith was difficult for me, and I was using those damn tiles on her.
At the end of it, I said, "Fuck them tiles." I was doing more damage without them. Without them. So
Oh,
I was like, "Fuck them tiles."
I did the
If you
tiles
got
because I hit, what, 25,000 at one?
Yeah, it's like one set of tiles. I can't read Japanese, so I don't know. But there's one set of tiles that you can actually get in the game, and it does like 25k worth of damage.
I didn't get any of them.
Yeah, so he got it. Well, Solid got it once.
And yes, we actually have channel points turned off, so
Oh, Frank's scared.
yeah.
Says Mega Man 9 has built-in achievements. Will you try to tackle it? Dolphin emulates Wii games great, so no issue there.
Yeah,
Oh.
it does.
Yeah, I would absolutely badge Mega Man 9 and 10 for sure.
I don't know about if you get achievements with the dolphin, though.
Well, because Dolphin isn't support. Well, I mean,
Right.
what I think Fox is meaning is that built-in achievements. I think just
I'm
you
thinking
know,
like
to the game itself, I
Xbox
think.
and yeah.
see
yeah.
that this is what I always say. If we get to the point of retro achievements where games that have let's be real. Retro achievements gets more in depth with challenges than your normal PlayStation and Xbox achievement system.
Yeah,
So-
they do.
Clearly, you're going to have different challenges.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, you get the achievements on
It's
Dolphin, is what you're saying?
they're built into Mega Man 9,
They're
I
built
guess.
into Mega Man 9.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, that's how they're built. Yeah.
That's
Huh?
what I meant.
I would just do
Because
both at the
Dolphin-
same time then.
Oh, yeah, because Dolphin itself doesn't have RA on it yet. I thought,
Well,
I
not
thought
yet.
somebody
It
was
don't.
working on that though. Like,
It's-
what the fuck happened?
It's in the talks.
Yeah, there's stuff going on. I can't really go much into detail about those things because myself, I don't really know anything about it.
Give us a scoop.
It's talked about. No, I can't. I wouldn't know anything even if I said anything.
It's
Well, they
it's
need to hurry up.
Well, I mean, I get information from sources, but it's up and down. Like one day they think they're making progress with it, and then they step in and say it may never happen. So they literally feel like they could get something past GameCube before they get GameCube because of Dolphin.
Huh.
So,
And since you we're going to go into this, since you know a lot about RA, and I know you had talked about it on your stream before, you were going to be starting up an RA style type podcast. What is going on with that? Like,
my 100% answer, I don't know. But the 3 other people we haven't discussed it in a while. Just when we were gonna start it up, a lot of shit happened.
Yeah.
So it kind of went on the back burner, and it just hasn't never been picked back up again. just to
Okay,
put it
so-
that way.
okay.
I mean, I'm not saying it's never gonna happen. I just haven't thought about it in a while
I mean,
because
you've been streaming a lot and doing a lot of RA stuff
well,
more.
it's not even that. It's just I don't want to hit up somebody again and say, because shit happened,
Mhm.
that you can't control. And then one week I had something happen, and then the weekend after that was GreaseCon, and then just shit kept happening.
Right.
So I just kind of was
Yeah.
like, I just threw it on the back burner for now. I'll talk about it, Maybe I'll bring it back up to the guys and see what they think and stuff. But it just the timing wasn't right.
Yeah, summertime is always Hectic.
And I do, our first guest was going to be Max, and I didn't want to hit him up again until we're all till everything's worked back out, and
Makes sense.
Yeah, understandable. Actually, I would say Contra is more run and gun than shoot 'em up.
Yeah, it's from more run and gun, I'd say.
Yeah, I would give Run and Gun as well.
Contra's awesome.
Vector Man and what's that other one? Gunstar Hero?
Gunstar Heroes
Gunsmoke.
come running.
Yeah.
I badged Gunsmoke. I badged Gunsmoke's another run and gun.
This-
People consider it a shmup. There's some people that consider Gunsmoke a shmup. Because you got a bunch of guys fucking all over the screen shooting at you, and you get power ups that fucking you shoot spread shots and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You get a horse that's a shield. so a lot of people consider Gunsmoke.
A horse as a shield.
Yeah, you can get a grenade, and you take a hit in Gunsmoke, and then it kills everything on the screen. But you buy the horse, you can take 3 shots before your horse dies, and you don't take damage. So
Makes one play Red Dead.
dude, you should play Gunsmoke. Gunsmoke's amazing. It's old. It's early NES, but it's fucking. I loved it.
I'll add it to the list. I still got almost done with Resident Evil 2 myself.
It does
Then
have a 100-pointer in there, though. You have to beat the game deathless without using the horse, and that's 100 points.
oh god.
So that
Wow.
means you can't get.
Yep.
You grenade up.
Mhm.
That way, if you do accidentally get hit, you got a grenade on you.
Any other question from chat? Gal Dark. Why are you so greasy?
Oh, there you go.
Why am I so greasy?
Where did that come from? The whole grease shit.
All right. The greasy thing came from me being from Kentucky, Traz. And he calls KFC chicken greasy. And because I'm from Kentucky, that's where the greasy thing came from.
He calls KFC greasy?
Yes.
You don't know about Church's chicken then.
No, he don't know
I mean-
about churches. He doesn't know about churches, Popeyes, none of them.
He is from New Zealand, ain't he? So
He is from New Zealand. That is correct.
good old Traz.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I mean, I always kind of wondered that. I figured it had to do with KFC, but
You want to know what cracks me up is one night, Andy asked me that too. He's like, so what started all this greasy shit anyway? Like, why does everybody call you greasy?
okay. Frank, I fucking hate your jump scare clip.
What? Look, I literally went
laughed my ass
look,
off.
I
That
went
was
in that
funny.
room. Look, threw a badge in Resident Evil 2. That fucking thing jumped through that glass all the time. So I was like, fuck it. I'm going to go in this room first and kill it so it can't jump through the window. I kill the liquor that's in the room and it still jumps through the window. So I'm thinking I'm good. The fucking thing's not going to jump through the window this time. Fucking it
dude,
still
that was-
happened.
That was freaking hilarious.
Oh, that was great.
That's why I'm like, I killed that motherfucker.
I got the clip loud. It does not get me. I have like nerves of steel, but it gets Dowcow every time. She was like, I spilled coffee on my fucking self. Blame Fox, not me.
Look, just think about going to get that thing and you're clear-minded, knowing that liquor's not going to hop through that fucking glass. And then the motherfucker still hops through the glass.
You and Bud, I swear, you guys always got like the best freaking jump scares. And it had to do with Resident Evil 2. That one, for Bud, it was somebody had told him, yeah, there's like a secret sound clip. Go up to the window here. So Bud's like, okay, right here at this window? You're like, yeah, just listen. So Bud's up there like focusing on listening. Somebody does Billy Mays, scares the piss out of him.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, that was
Mhm.
they did him bad for that. That shit was funny as fuck though.
I don't remember what
Mays.
game it was. I was playing some kind of scary game, and somebody fucking did the fucking 100 bits in my channel, and it's loud. Everybody knows it's loud, and fucking it scared seriously. I about hopped out my fucking chair, and it never scares me, but I was like invested because I knew something was about to happen in the game, and fucking that hit my ears. And I think it was Pern who gave the 100 bits.
Nice.
time, and fucking I was like, that scared the fuck out of me.
I mean,
Like, I dropped my
Oh.
controller and everything. Like, I was like, holy shit.
I'm sure Gal will find a clip or something.
Oh, I'm sure I could find that.
Um,
That's the one thing. Frank has a good backlog of excellent clips over
Oh,
the
yeah.
years or so forth that I every now and then watch them just to to take me back to those kind of moments.
Bro, the best was the hate this fucking game. Fucking when I threw my controller over Ninja Gaiden 2 of all things. Like,
Yes.
oh god. Fucking, I never throw my controller, only like twice.
Over Ninja Gaiden 2?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll link give it a
Have you ever played Visage?
No.
You definitely got to play it. I mean,
I played Outlast though. It scared me a couple
yeah,
times.
Outlast is pretty scary, but Visage, it gets a lot of people. If you have nervous steel like me, you'll be fine. I've seen some people.
I'll be able to play it. Like, there's some things, like, it's stuff. If you're gonna scare me, it's gonna be out of outside. Generally, stuff inside a video game doesn't scare me.
Mhm.
Like, seriously, I thought that liquor was dead. like I even say it in the fucking.
I thought I killed it.
Like, I thought I went in that room specifically. My freaking kids, man.
Can't stop being a dad.
Now, little Frank's back there with his foot banging something up against the ground right behind my green screen. But yeah, I'm sure I'd be fine with Visage. Like, Outlast, literally one time, like, I turned the corner and something was in my face and it scared shit out of me. But other than that, generally I don't get too scared over video games and like horror films and shit.
Anything else, Gal? Dark?
Nope, I'm good.
Nope, I can't think of anything.
What? Wait, what? Gal? Speechless?
Dog, you didn't answer my question earlier.
Cool.
Why is Symphony of the Night not one of the more quality Metroidvanias?
It's not because it doesn't need to be. It's perfection.
Wow.
Doesn't need to plan to everything.
And why doesn't it live up to Portrait of Ruin and Order of Ecclesia?
I mean, look, Portrait of Ruin and Order of Ecclesia are really good.
Never played either.
The funny thing, Symphony, for me, it's just kind of the scale of everything. I don't think any game really gets quite to the scale that Symphony has, to me. And again, I'm free to admit that it's probably nostalgia, because, again, it takes me back to when I first played the game, and every time it just has, it's comfort food to me. It's every time, anytime I play that game, it's like I'm right at home, and it just feels really good and everything like that. But you know what? A lot of the Metroidvanias are really good. A lot of those Castlevania games are true in a way, and the DS games probably overall are probably better. If you think overall in a story about how it tells a story and how it conveys with the characters, I'd say probably the DS games get that better than Symphony. Like, Symphony, to me, it's more of the scale of playing through the game more so than the story itself, because when you get to the inverted castle, the story is pretty much non-existent. Like, you pretty much don't get any kind of development at all until, like, you run up against Dracula, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, there's a plot. There's a plot here, because you're traversing through there.
Dude, Portrait of Ruin has the most epic fight in the series. Like, where you fight Death,
dude.
and you get to control Charlotte and Jonathan.
And Jonathan, and you have to do that, like, easily one of the best death fights, if not the best death fight in the entire series.
It might be one of the best fights in the.
And let me tell you, I will tell you this: Portrait of Ruin probably has the best final boss. When you have to face Death and Dracula together, duo and stuff like that. Like, I remember when I first played that as a kid, and I turned that on, my mouth hung open. I was like, "My God, this is great."
Well, what's crazy is like, Death basically says, "Here, absorb me."
Yeah.
And
Soul Steel, yeah.
Dracula absorbs Death, and then you fight a fucking crazy form of
Demon.
Dracula.
Yeah, true Dracula, man. I mean, it's awesome. And then Order of Ecclesia probably stands out to me as being the best story probably in the franchise. I mean, it definitely well told about Shanoa, the main character, and Albus. I mean, everything about them is totally sold well. And I freely always tell people when I ever get to the end of the game, when I've played that the first time, it it got me. I have to admit, like it was well told. I can't say for many Castlevania games ever, even for Symphony or any, none have ever touched me quite like Ecclesia's story.
Well, you're going through a game thinking this guy's out to fucking kill you,
Yeah,
and then
you're right.
come to find out he was just trying to protect you the entire fucking
He was
time.
trying to save you the entire time and bring back your humanity. But anyway, I don't want to give away too much because I don't want to be like Ryan. So I'm going to hold back on giving too much. You know, he already ruined one question earlier. I'm not going to.
I haven't seen Ryan since then.
Yeah, he comes in.
His wife
comes in
made
to spoil.
His wife done made it.
All right, Frank. As always, it was a pleasure having you on.
Yeah, anytime, man.
Yep, we'll have you back on eventually.
Yep.
Next podcast will be in 2 weeks with Frog TV.
Ooh.
That should be interesting. Any parting words?
For me?
Anybody?
Yeah.
Just thank you three for having me on. Dark, I appreciate you actually showing up, you know? And thanks for, any of Solid's community that watched and any of my community that watched. Appreciate you guys.
Always a pleasure, brother.
And we shall be back then. Till then, guys have a solid night.